What's up? We are back. Baller Central podcast. Me and Jonathan over here. We are back with your weekly Baller Central content. We have a lot to talk about today. Obviously, right now, as we're recording, March Madness is going on. West Virginia is currently losing to Maryland, so that's good for us
For the second.
for the second right now. So, hey, we have NFL free agency, a lot of news. I know John wants to talk about one certain quarterback that could be going to the Jets possibly. And also, we have NBA fantasy basketball recap. So, that and some one got to goes and drafts. So, hey, let's get started. First, John, how are you doing today?
Phil, I'm doing good. I went skiing over the weekend, and I got some pics, so I'm going to be posting those soon. And bro, overall, it's been a good day. We're starting the podcast. I mean, no one can tell, but we're starting a little bit earlier. So
12 in the afternoon.
hey, why not?
Or
We're
one in the
trying
afternoon.
something new to different on this Thursday. So why not? Let's try it out.
Yeah. You can tell
Wait,
because look at this.
yeah, the
It was
sun.
light. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we're excited to be here, and can't wait to talk sports with you, Phil. A lot of interesting topics.
Right. For me, just coming off my birthday weekend, did some family stuff, some friend stuff.
How was that?
Nothing too special. It was nice to relax. So, and I had a day off for my birthday, so it was good on the Thursday. So, and we did a live stream on my birthday. So tune into that if you want to
Hmm.
rewatch that. Mr. Thomas Lee Cooper was the guest star, so shout out to him for coming through. Hey, just to get it out the way, because I know it's one of the faster topics we're going to talk about. We got a little NBA fantasy basketball recap. John, how would you like to go over your matchup of the week? I know you're on.
Yeah, I won. I kept the guy who hasn't won all season, 0-20. So for the sake of the league, we will have the biggest loser, and hopefully that will not be me. So
What was the score?
hold on, pull that up. It was 812 to 375. So
Damn.
I doubled them.
What,
I
what
doubled
was
them.
1,000?
I didn't even go over 1,000, and I doubled them.
No one got. Damn. Usually everyone like reaches 1,000.
At least. I'm out here playing the small game and still doubling them. Let's
Right.
go. What
So
about you, Phil? How's the playoffs looking?
so as of right now, I am playing Mr. Thomas Lee Cooper the third, and Elijah is facing Akeem. So we got some, ball
Got some
essential
matchups.
matchups going on. So as of right now, let me know when you see the screen, John.
I do. I see it.
So as of right now, I am down by 40 to Tommy, but I have a lot of players playing today, and Tommy only has 4 or 5. So it's doing good. I think it's gonna be a tight battle, but I think I could pull off the win. And as for Akeem and Elijah, Elijah is down by 14 points.
14. Wow.
Elijah has like 4 or 5 players today. And what does Akeem have? Let's see. I think Akeem has a good amount of players playing today too, right? Akeem has 4. Okay, so they both have like a same amount, but I think Elijah pulls away here. Honestly, I don't know how this is gonna go. I feel like this playoff match can go either way.
Okay. Okay.
But let's see. I think okay, yeah, because Elijah scored 500 on March 14th, so this can definitely go either way. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. But I do think it's going to be because the winner of this matchup plays Zach, and the winner of me and Tommy play RJ. So I think it's going to be me versus RJ, then Zach versus. I think Elijah sneaks by a game.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there'd be one day where Akeem doesn't check it, and then that costs him.
That would stink for a game. I really hope it doesn't happen to him. It'd be my heart going out to him. That'd be bad. Because they both have amazing teams. So
They do. Yeah, I think they were like what? I think I'm the 1 seed. No, Zach's the 1 seed. RJ's the 2 seed. Elijah's the 3 seed. The 4 seed is I think Tommy. No, wait, no, three. No, Tommy's the 3 seed. I'm the 6 seed, and Akeem and Elijah are both the 4 and 5 seed.
gotcha.
That's what it is. So very good teams there. So we also have some NFL free agency talk to go over. A lot of news has been happening ever since free agency opened a couple days ago. And we're going to start off with why not start off with the New York Giants? They've been making
That's right.
moves recently. They re-signed Daniel Jones, and they got a weapon for Daniel Jones finally.
They got two
Yeah,
actually.
that's not a running back. So, John, why don't you tell us about it?
All right, so basically, the New York Giants made some moves this weekend, signing Jeff Smith, a former wide receiver for the New York Jets. He's very underrated. I like him a lot. I think if honestly he comes up with a lot of balls on third down. So I'm sad to see him go as a Jet, but I'm happy to see him come in as a Giant. And we had one more acquisition. Phil, do you want to announce it?
Oh damn!
I'm sorry, I had to make a little drum.
Hey, I mean, so this guy gets married to one of the most talented WNBA players in the world, and who's very attractive in my opinion, Kelsey Plum. Darren Waller gets traded from Las Vegas the days before his wedding, after his wedding, sorry, days or a week after his wedding, and he gets traded to 10 days after his wedding. He gets traded to the New York Giants. Honestly, I like this move for the Giants. He's a good tight end, maybe top 5, top 10 in the league. But the problem is if he can't stay healthy here and there. If he stays healthy, this is a good acquisition.
If he stays healthy, this is scary.
Yeah.
All right. This is a tight end added.
You still need a receiver though.
I get that. I mean, Jeff Smith is going to come in. He's going to produce at least as a slot, which will be interesting to see what he does. But I definitely think that the Giants need one more wide receiver to add to the group, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I'm liking it. I really like this addition. Like, we haven't had a tight end this good since when? Shockey?
Maybe Shockey.
Kevin Boss won a Super Bowl with us. Evan Ingram. And you know what the funny thing is about it, Phil? Evan Ingram was rumored to come back to the New York Giants. He said, hey, don't take anything off the table. And guess what happens? He gets franchise tagged. And then, bam, the Giants are like, okay, we can't have Evan Ingram back for absolutely nothing. You know what we're going to go get? We're going to go get Wallard, who is the top 5 tight end in this league. And we're going to pair him up with Jones in the second season with a great head coach who's an offensive genius. So I'm excited to see what happens for the New York Giants, Phil.
Yep. Every quarterback needs a safety blanket, a tight end, and the Giants definitely got theirs if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Also, there's more star-studded news. Jalen Ramsey. You know, the Rams are officially, I wouldn't say rebuild mode, but they're trying to see what they can get for certain pieces because it looks like they traded everything they had for that one championship 2 years ago. So they traded away Jalen Ramsey to the Miami Dolphins, who's been getting star players every single year. Tyreek Hill at the last year, they got Chubb at the deadline, and now Jalen Ramsey. How do you feel about this move for the Dolphins?
It's a scary move. Real quick before we move on from Wallard, I'd want to say I think his dad played for the Giants. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he has connections to the team. So it's glad to see him for the Big Blue. But I don't know. How do I feel about the Ramsey situation? It's scary. I think they're building a defense and to compete with our defense. You know what I mean? To compete with our offense, their offense. And they didn't just add Ramsey. They added 2 other Jets too to this high-powered Dolphins team. So it's a little bit scary. Burrows. I'm saying his last name.
Berrios.
Thank you, Berrios. He was a slot wide receiver for the Jets, and Mike White, who was a quarterback for the Jets.
Their best quarterback from last year.
Probably one of their best quarterbacks from last year. Zach Wilson beat the Buffalo Bills, so let's relax. But
what do you do after?
I mean, hey, he beat the Buffalo Bills and didn't throw any interceptions against the Patriots. I'll stand my ground with Zach Wilson. He's going to be greatly mentored by Aaron Rodgers.
Zach Wilson
we'll get to later. What?
You say he didn't throw any interceptions against the Patriots?
He not in the matchup that after he got benched, he didn't throw any interceptions in that game.
Oh, I didn't want the first game.
No, the first game he had like 2 or 3, right? He had 2.
He had 3.
Oh, he had 3. Okay, but he averaged the Jets as a whole averages 2 interceptions against the Patriots for the past 3 years. All right, every single game. So I don't want to hear that. Oh, the interception thing doesn't matter because guess what? It did. He cut down on them. All right. So luckily we have someone coming in who's a veteran who we'll get to later. This isn't about that, but the Miami Dolphins are looking interesting. All right. They definitely are getting better.
And that cornerback duo is scary.
It is a little scary. But I don't know. There are a lot of bark, man. I want to see the bite. Miami fans are reckless, Phil. Let me just tell you.
They gotta see that. Yeah.
My dad hates Miami fans. All right. If there's one, I mean, I'm not really a Bills fan. He's not really at all a Miami fan. So there are a lot of bark right now.
Right.
I'm afraid of the bite. But what's next? Who else got moved in free agency?
Also, we got some Cowboys news. I know we're not gonna get a lot of that in the offseason, but the Cowboys has released Zeke. Oh, hold on.
Oh, we got some breaking news.
Oh, yep. Vikings and Harrison Smith have a new agreement that allows Smith to continue with the team. Okay, so he's staying. Gotcha. Harrison Smith
Oh,
stays.
Harrison Smith stays in Minnesota. That's interesting.
So,
But Phil, we got some more breaking news from the New York Giants. They have signed wide receiver Paris Campbell
from the
from the
Colts.
Colts. Yeah,
That's not bad.
that's an interesting ad. Okay.
Okay, a little decent role
We
player.
said they needed a wide receiver. They got one right there. I mean, I'm interested to see who else they add because I think that receiving core needs a little boost. But I like Paris Campbell. I like that move from the Colts. I think that's a cheap deal too. So I mean,
So the Cowboys, they got rid of Zeke, and then they franchise tag Pollard, and they added cornerback Stephon Gilmore, former Colts and Patriots cornerback. So now they have Gilly, and they have Mr. Trayvon Diggs at corner. How do you feel about this move for Dallas and the
I
recent
do
move?
not like this move for Dallas. I do not like how the East in both the NFC and the AFC is loading up. All right, Phil. There could be potentially 3 playoff teams each from each of those conferences making it next year. It's getting scary.
4 Commanders.
I'm not counting them out yet, Phil. I'm not counting the Commanders out. They got Eric Bieniemy. That's one of the signings of the offseason.
They don't have a quarterback.
They don't. You know what I mean? But it'll be interesting who they add. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
got a draft pick. Don't they have a first round draft pick?
I think so, but nothing for like a talented quarterback. They got Brissett though.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of talented quarterbacks in this draft, Phil. I think it is not like last year whatsoever. I think you could take a quarterback around 15, 20 and a tail end of the draft like a Teddy Bridgewater or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's interesting to see what the Commanders will do, but both AFC and NFC East teams are stacking up. It's going to be a hard next couple of years.
I mean, I like it's a decent move for the Cowboys. Like I said, this defense has been like their best part over the last couple of years, and they continue to add to it. Yes, Gilmore isn't the same player from New England or previous years from the Bills, but I think he still has that ability to at least play decent defense, and I think that's what the Cowboys needed. They had trouble guarding that second player that wasn't guarded by Trayvon Diggs, so I think it's a good move to add Gilmore.
And they're literally just asking for a number 2. Do you know what I mean? He could be a great number 2.
Yeah.
He's probably declining 1, but he could be an amazing number 2. And then on top of it, I mean, they also got other younger talent at corner that still need to get some reps in. So Dallas looks scary. Phil, I mean, maybe I'm skipping ahead on the rotation for agents, but what's happening in New England? What do you got to report there?
Let's see. So far, they signed offensive tackle Riley Reef.
Okay.
I think he's around like 30-something years old. I forgot what team he plays for, but it's nice to have some depth in the offensive lineman category because we need that because they struggled a little bit last year. They signed a former Jets running back, James Robinson, to a 2-year, $8 million deal. So, I mean, like you said, running backs by committee so far, it's Damian Harris if he stays, Ramondre, J.J. Taylor, and obviously James Robinson. So it's a decent pickup to add some depth. And then we also signed a Super Bowl champion this year. Super Bowl champion Juju Smith-Schuster to a 3-year, $33 million deal, which was supposed to be Jacoby Myers. I don't know exactly if they offered that or not. Reports saying he did, but I do think it's a slight upgrade over Jacoby, so I'm happy with it. But really? I still think we need like one more receiver, like a very talented receiver to help balance it out because I don't think Juju as a number 1 will work as much as Juju being a number 2. So maybe OBJ, maybe Jerry Jeudy.
Maybe OBJ. Maybe.
Preferably, I would rather have Jerry Jeudy, or I would rather have Jerry Jeudy.
How are you going to get Jerry Jeudy though? You'd have to you have to get Sean Payton to trade with you, and he just took over that team. Why is he trading away one of his best wide receivers?
Hey, maybe for capital. I don't know.
I mean, you'd have to give him a lot. I mean, probably a first.
D-Hop is also available. Maybe we get D-Hop. I would love D-Hop on the team.
For cheap? Could you get him for cheap?
It's possible. He's on the downspin of his career. He doesn't have that many years left. Who knows? Maybe the Cardinals look like they're.
I wouldn't say he's on the downspin of his career. Let's not try to get him for like broke. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, he had like 4 or 5 years left. Also, the Cardinals look like they're in rebuild mode because I don't see this team competing at all. So it's possible.
They hired a head coach. So I mean,
yep,
they're lost in space. I don't know what the Cardinals are doing, but
yeah. So I think I think we got a couple more moves up our sleeves, and it's been a very decent, active offseason for us. So it's better than last year. So
Bill's doing stuff. Congrats.
yeah. So up next we have the Bears. They traded away the number one pick. They got DJ Moore. They're making a lot of moves in the offseason. How do you feel about the Bears so far?
I'm liking the Bears, Phil. I really am. I'm really liking the Bears. I think between the Bears and the Lions is where I like that division next year. I mean, I think Minnesota is also making some moves, but I think when you add more and when you get a first round pick and a second round pick this year, that's still in the top 10. You know what I mean? I think it's great. You know what I mean? Plus, Justin Fields is your quarterback. You've just traded away the first overall pick, so you've given him complete confidence. So
and PJ Walker's his backup. They just signed him.
Nice, cool. I mean, that's a great backup. You know what I mean? He's been great, but I don't know. I mean, I like the Bears. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah, they're putting together a pretty good team so far. They got Travis Homer from the Seahawks. I think he's a solid running back to have as your in your running back committee. You don't have David Montgomery anymore, so you're going to need to find some balance within that running back group. Because who's the other running back in Chicago?
Herbert or
Khalil Herbert. Yep.
Khalil Herbert. Yeah.
So you're gonna have to find. We're gonna see what he's made of this year because he's most likely the starter now, or they might do running back by committee.
And they might draft somebody too.
Yeah. They also grabbed a guard, Nate Davis. They signed former Eagles linebacker T.J. Edwards, and one of the most important signings they had all year, linebacker from the Bills, Tremaine Edmonds. That was a very good signing for them.
I love that signing.
Because Edmonds is one of the best linebackers in the league, and now they get him to bulk up that defense, which is desperately needed. Yeah, I think pretty good offseason so far for the Bears. They're definitely one of the winners in this year's offseason. Definitely making some moves. Let's see. Also, Carolina. They're the other team involved in that trade for the first round pick. They have the first pick now. They've also added some people as well.
So let me ask you: do you think anyone got fleeced in that deal? I think it was a good deal, personally. That's my opinion.
Because, I think the Bears a little bit. I gotta see what Justin Fields can do throwing wise because we know he has the talent. He has the running talent, but I gotta see more accuracy and better arm strength from him.
No, I hear you. Plus, I mean, you add a wide receiver, so it gets even realer for him. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see what they draft at 9. It's gonna be crazy.
Right, preferably a running. Is there any good running backs in the draft?
Yeah, Texas is running back Robinson.
Hey,
Bijan. Well, I mean, if he can fall like Brees fell last year, like we drafted Brees in the second round, the top of the second round. You know what I mean? Like you can move up from the 10th pick in the second round to go get him. You know what I mean? But it's all about playing the draft and seeing it out and seeing who needs a running back. You know what I mean? Because he might go in the first round.
Right. And then also the Panthers on the other side made some moves as well. They re-signed their center Bradley Bozeman. Who else? They also re-signed. They signed former Saints defensive tackle Shy Tuttle to a 3-year contract.
They did. They signed Eagles running back Sanders.
Yep, they got Sanders as well. I'm gonna say this. Yeah,
Carolina looks interesting too.
Yeah, if they find their quarterback, this team could be decent. They obviously need to replace. They got to replace their DJ Moore, but I think the offense has a chance, especially with this group being assembled right now. Andy Dalton to a 2-year, $10 million contract. So they got a decent backup quarterback. I don't think he's that caliber of a starting quarterback anymore, but just in case, yeah, as a
further transition.
Yeah, as a mentor to whoever is going to who they draft at quarterback. But I think they still need some pieces at offense. The wide receiver core needs to get better. The defense has been looking very good recently. Maybe they take a huge step up. So I'm excited to see how this Panthers team performs. And the Falcons has made some moves as well. Jesse Bates, they traded for Jonnu Smith from the Patriots. Hey, they could be a dark horse to get Lamar Jackson down the road. So I'm excited to see what the Falcons do, especially since my IBT co-host Kenny is a big fan of the Falcons. So
Phil, can I ask you some questions that hopefully you bring to Kenny?
yeah.
All right. Can I?
Or do you want to save him when you want to co-host?
I mean, if he'd ever like to come on, I'd love to talk to him about the Falcons because I think I'd like them to add Lamar Jackson because I think he really would catch Atlanta on fire. You know what I mean? Like,
how do you think Kenny feels?
I mean, hopefully he feels like that because like
he wants Lamar badly. Yeah.
Okay. Because last year they were after Deshaun Watson, who they were in that mix forever. You know what I mean? And to not be after Lamar Jackson, to me, I think is downright crazy because I think you could get him for guaranteed money. If you got like 180 to 200 million dollars in guaranteed money, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just you have enough money, and I mean, I think they do. I think it'd be a lot. I don't want to compare it to him to Michael Vick, but there have been so many comparisons under just greatness as in time frame of him like being a dual threat quarterback. So I mean,
yep.
I think the comparisons are there, and I think if he was in Atlanta, he would take that division. And I feel bad for Derek Carr at that point. You know what I mean? Because you need to get him legit help then. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh, Michael Thomas will help him out, who hasn't played in 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, they also extended one of the best linemen in Chris Lindstrom, and they added Taylor Heineke to compete for that starting job because I don't think they get Lamar this year, but it looks like him and Desmond Ridder will be going at it in training camp. So to see who's going to be the starter. So Taylor Heineke is not, one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. So I think it's a good add just in case they don't trust Ridder enough. So who else we got? We also have the Raiders, the Patriots 2.0, as John likes to call them.
I do like to call them that. The dark side.
Yep, they got rid of Derek Carr. They franchise tagged Josh Jacobs. They got rid of Darren Waller. And in replacement, they got Jacoby Myers, former Patriot, and Jimmy G, also former Patriot. And their head coach, Josh McDaniels, former Patriot. So how do you feel about the Raiders, John?
I feel like the Raiders are like, I don't mean to. I like Bill Belichick. I really do. And I feel bad for his coaching tree because time and time again, a Bill Belichick descendant gets rid of one of the best players on a team. Do you know what I mean?
Two of them.
I mean, yeah, now two. But like what I'm saying is like normally like that's what happens. You know what I mean? And then they don't do well, and then they end up ultimately getting fired. So like, how do I feel about it? I feel like if the Raiders can put something together next year, and it's Josh McDaniels better run that to T because it's. I don't see it as a positive direction. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, do you see the Raiders beating the 49ers?
No.
Because I don't. That's what I mean. Like, you're making these moves and they're good moves. You know what I mean? And I like Jimmy Garoppolo. You know what I mean? But like when he got signed, I was like, ooh, okay, that's the last adult in the room. I think he's a good, competent quarterback when he's healthy. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I'd pick him over other people. You know what I mean? Like,
and Jimmy G's, we're going to see what kind of quarterback he is because no security blanket at tight end. But you do have Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers, so we're going to see if he can actually
throw to his other Jacoby Myers. Like, say that again, Phil. You have one of the best.
Hunter Renfrow as well. He's decent.
Yeah, pretty damn decent. Put him in the slot.
But we know his he's not known for his passing ability. He's known for his check downs and throwing the two tight ends.
Yeah, but he's also known for winning, okay? For the 49ers, he won, all right? Like, he turned that franchise around. I'm sorry. I mean, I get that
but he didn't I feel like
it wasn't only him, but he was a big piece of that. And when he was on the field, they won. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of crazy that the 49ers did what they did because, no offense, now I look back and I think it's stupid. You traded all your capita for one guy that you didn't even replace Jimmy G with. You know what I mean? And then I don't even know what's going to go on with the 49ers. That's
Trey Lance. It's probably going to be Trey Lance.
Is it, or is it going to be Purdy?
I think it's.
Do they let them compete? Do they let them compete?
They let them compete, but I think you choose Trey Lance because if you don't choose Trey Lance, you're going to look stupid.
I don't know.
Like you said, they did all that draft capita for him.
You did. I mean, but at the end of the day,
if you trade all that draft capital for him to not start,
Hey, I mean, I don't mean to call your team stupid, Phil, but since you opened the door, the New England Patriots signed who is it? Who is that quarterback before Tom Brady? It was why is his name fleeting me? Who did Tom Brady replace?
Was it Flutie? Was it Flutie?
No. It was damn it. He played for the Bills after the Patriots. I can't remember his name. It's slipping my name. But what I'm saying is he was signed to the highest contract a quarterback was ever signed at the time when Tom Brady replaced him. So I mean, you can do it. You just
Drew
have
Bledsoe.
to win. Drew Bledsoe, that's what his name was. Sorry. Drew Bledsoe was the highest paid quarterback at the time when Tom Brady replaced him. So you just have to win.
Yeah, I mean, but Trey Lance didn't get like one full season, and he got like 2 games before he got injured.
He got 2. I mean, he's played 2-3 games, but like, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, you got to go with the guy who makes the less mistakes. You know what I mean? Even if you picked him in the 6th round or in the 7th round. Right. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hear you. You can't make that argument because the greatest quarterback of all time was from the 6th round. You know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't have got the opportunity he got, and he did, and he capitalized and made it a career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Brock Purdy and Tom Brady are 2 different things.
They're 2 different things, realistically, but realistically, they're not. Brock Purdy doesn't get hurt. Like, I mean, this is win that game. Phil, Brock Purdy doesn't get hurt. They win that game. They win that game. I'm sorry. They do. 49ers beat them. I'm sorry. They do. They can, if they can throw a fucking pass, they can win. They could have definitely won that game. You know what I mean? I don't know. You watched the game, maybe not, but and the Eagles were good. You know what I mean? So, but I'm just saying, if Brock already played, it would have been more of a game. You know what I mean?
I can say that. Yeah.
So
okay. We also have some Bengals news. Coming off that loss in the conference championship to the Chiefs, they decided to load up their O-line even more than last year. They got former Chief Orlando Brown. So, kind of switching states here with Kansas City and the Bengals. Hey, the Bengals. One thing they've been lacking, O-line help, they got that again. So Orlando Brown's a decent tackle / guard. So
decent, I'd say better than decent. I'd say above average.
Good, yeah. Hey, but the Bengals trying to make sure Joe Burrow gets the championship, and that's a good way of doing that.
That's
even
facts.
They lost to Samaje Perine, I believe, and we don't know what Joe Mixon's availability is after the whole incident this offseason. So
yeah,
it's a lot of.
Although he wasn't involved as of latest reports.
Yeah, they got to figure out that backfield.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm not writing off Mixon yet. I don't think he's done anything wrong, and I think he's cooperating with police. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have his back at least with it. You know
also,
what I mean?
T. Higgins as well. Joe Burrow got to get extended. So, a lot of moves we got to see happen for the Bengals we haven't seen yet. So,
facts.
We gotta wait. So now the last free agency news we're gonna talk about. I know John's been waiting to talk about this. We want to say last. So, John, you can introduce this one.
Okay, great. So, yesterday around 1:00. Was it 1:00, Phil? Or was it noon?
It was 1.
Okay, around 1:00.
Show?
Yeah, the show.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee was live yesterday, and he announced around 1:00 Aaron Rodgers would be coming on. And I tuned in around 12:30, and I watched the show.
Damn.
Until
started at 1.
I know I did, but I tuned in early because guess who showed up 10 minutes beforehand? AJ Hawk. I had to see what Hawk had to say. You know what I mean? I'm a big Pat McAfee fan. I liked him when he was at West Virginia. I like that Pac-Man Jones is on the show now. I like his friends that report on it. I like how they represent and like different teams from the Packers to the Patriots to the Indianapolis Colts. I think there's a lot of reach. I think there's a lot of player cooperation and knowledge being swapped. And I think Pat McAfee is an inspiration to podcasts like this. You know what I mean? Where he started out and he wasn't somebody who was originally a TV personality. You know what I mean? And he wanted to be on TV and they wouldn't let him. You know what I mean? So I tuned in at 1 like everyone else did, and I saw Aaron Rodgers say he wanted to be a New York Jet. So after that happened, everyone's heart in New York exploded, and we're happy that he wants to be a New York Jet. My dad's still on the fence. He's so on the fence, Phil. He's not a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, but I know, bro, I feel like he's gonna change this culture, and my dad's gonna end up loving Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he basically said, like, just to recap, he wants to play for the Jets this upcoming season.
He does.
He even wanted. He said that decision was made 8 days ago. So he's been wanting to play. Now it's all up to Green Bay. It's all up to see if they want to pull the trigger. What will it take for him to get there? Because basically it's up to them now. Because we know Rodgers wants to play there. It's only up to the Packers. If it doesn't happen, the only person you can blame is the Packers.
I mean, and that's the thing. The Packers have to worry about money, and they have to worry about adding people because guess who they lost? Aaron Lazard to the New York Jets. Okay, so they have to add a wide receiver, and they have to add draft picks money, and you have to pick up your current quarterback's fifth-year option, and that's going to cost a lot of money, as well as the $60+ million from Aaron Rodgers. So I mean, you got to get that guy off your books if you want to rebuild, and you know what I mean. How much is that worth it to the Jets, and how much is it worth it to the Packers? And we have to learn to be realistic when it comes to these numbers, because if the Jets give up too much, I mean, I'm going to come down on them. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I know you will. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how much they give up. And
Elijah Moore, Michael Carter, 2 first rounds.
All right, relax. 2 first rounders is excessive, okay? And a lot of Jets fans are saying it's excessive.
So 1 first round, Michael Carter, Elijah Moore.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like those players, though. You know what I mean? I don't know
you're gonna have to give someone you like to get Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know if we will.
Brett
Favre was traded for a 4th-round pick. So, true. I mean, and that's the argument I would make. Aaron Rodgers literally went on national TV yesterday and said he was 90%. He was 90% going to retire before he went into the darkness, and when he came out, he wanted to be a New York Jet. Okay, so
would we try that down the road? Us doing a darkness retreat?
Maybe I'd be down. I mean, Aaron Rodgers brings me a Super Bowl. I'm definitely doing it. I don't care.
So wait, so we're putting this on recording right now. If Aaron Rodgers wins the Jets Super Bowl, you will go on a darkness retreat.
Absolutely, because I saw Aaron Rodgers talk about it yesterday. And
4 days, 5 nights, or 5 days, 4 nights. So
you can leave whenever you want. Technically, there's the door. Some people take like a half hour to go outside.
If you find it,
and breathe. If you can find it, yeah. So it's all right. Relax. Don't hold me to a darkness.
You said it. You said it.
I know. I did.
And you said it, you agreed. So it's too late now to back down.
Well, I mean, you're gonna pay for it then, because I'm not paying for it.
We'll use the budget.
We'll use the budget. Okay.
Use the budget. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say, from my end, I'm gonna say, I mean, we've known this for a while now. We know the only logical choice was him to go to the Jets, because
there are other options. There are other teams that need quarterbacks.
Raiders got Jimmy G already. They're done.
Okay, but they should have gotten Aaron Rodgers.
Saints got Derek Carr.
I mean, that was fine.
There's nowhere else.
Carolina, Atlanta.
You think he's gonna go there?
I think he could have gone there. I mean, you have other options.
Not to Carolina.
I mean, you have an open slate in Carolina. I mean,
yeah, but with what weapons?
You wouldn't have traded away the 9th pick. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have traded away that.
He'd be in the same situation at Green Bay. Only 1 receiver.
No, but you could have signed Allen Lazard. So you would have had Allen Lazard. You would have had DJ Moore. You could have added all those guys that he wanted on his wish list. That apparently is a lie. So, and he told Adam Schefter to lose his number. That's my guy. All right. Adam Schefter. I don't know who you talking to or talking about lately. All right. Better watch the mouth. All right. I don't mean to be like that, but lose his number, my guy.
Yeah, but hey, all this left is execution. So we'll see whether this deal gets done or not. Worst case scenario, Jeopardy is always open for Aaron Rodgers. So.
No, it's not. He's a New York Jet, baby. Let's get it. I'm excited. Ooh, let's go.
Okay. So, hey, we got one more topic to talk about before we get into our one gotta go and draft. We got March Madness is finally here. We're recording and games are already going on right now. So, me and John are going to go look through our bracket and we're going to see who we have winning. So, just like a group decision. So, let me pull up the thing. John, you have your phone and I'll show it to the viewers here. Let's see. Let me see when it pops up. Okay, so. How do we want to do this? Do we want to go over certain matchups, or do we just want to go down the list?
Give me a second.
We can just highlight certain matchups and then go over that. I don't think we have time to go through every single matchup.
No, I get that. I'm just trying to find my matchup because it has, I don't know, it's sketching out right now.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, you could just check the screen. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay. Yeah, I got some people upsetting some other people. I just don't remember who I put where.
Okay, so
You
let's
go
go.
ahead.
Let's go with the first one. The game that's going on right now: West Virginia versus Maryland.
Oh, I picked
That's
there.
that's a game close to your heart.
It is a little bit, yeah.
I'm guessing you're choosing West Virginia.
I am choosing West Virginia. I had two uncles that went to West Virginia. Shout out Uncle Kenny. Shout out
So
Uncle
so so,
Sean.
so it's a personal pick.
It is a personal pick. They raised me. Country roads, take me home. If you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Let's go West Virginia. Bob Huggins. Let's go, baby.
I chose Maryland just because of that statement.
You kids.
Yeah, I also chose West Virginia in another bracket, so technically I had to roll them out. Let's see, Iowa, Auburn. How do you feel about Miami and Drake? A lot of people are picking Drake in this matchup as an upset.
I'm picking Miami. I do not believe in him.
Because we always see a 12 seed upset a 5 seed in the tournament.
Yeah, I could see it happening. I think I have it one way, the other way, but I don't know. I'm
have
picking
Drake.
Miami in the majority. You have Drake?
Drake, yeah, I do.
Really? Okay. Rolling with the Canadian.
Gotcha. Creighton versus NC State. I like Creighton. I got some advice from Kenny. He has them making the Sweet 16, so I can't say no to the college basketball advisor.
Gotcha.
So okay, you said NC State.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not 100% sure though.
Okay.
I once again switched it. I have Creighton going far in one, and I have them losing early.
Okay. Let's see. Texas and Colgate. A lot of people say Texas.
I have Texas going almost all the way.
Ooh.
In one of my brackets.
Imagine if Colgate upsets.
That'd be a great upset, but I'm from New Jersey, and I mean last year it happened with St. Peter's, so you never know. But Colgate is normally in the tournament, so.
Okay. Let's see. Memphis and FAU, Florida Atlantic University.
I do not have Florida Atlantic in any of my brackets.
I have Florida Atlantic winning this one.
Really? Okay. I got Kenny Hardaway and Memphis taking it.
Okay. St. Mary's versus VCU.
I think in one I have VCU and one I have St. Mary's. What about you?
I think I chose St. Mary's.
Nice.
Win. Also, a very popular one: Duke versus Oral Roberts. We've seen this. We see Duke lose to Lehigh and other teams they shouldn't lose to in the first round. Do they make it?
I see them winning one. I don't know. I once again stacked it. I stacked a lot of these, so I mean I don't know.
Right. I feel I have them winning.
You do. You're Duke winning. So do I. In one of them. Okay. In one, I do have Oral Roberts winning.
Yeah,
I have a wild one, but
yeah, you always gotta have that one bracket where like unpredictable happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about TSU and Arizona State?
I think I have Arizona State's like a high seed, right?
Yep, 11. 6 versus 11.
I think I have 6 winning here.
Yeah, TCU as well. Kentucky versus Providence.
I think I have in the first one Providence.
I have Providence too. I think a lot of people have Providence upsetting Kentucky here.
But I can still see Kentucky winning. You know what I mean? Like they're a solid team. Like right. It's not like it's that far off. It's gonna be a close game.
Michigan State versus USC.
I think I have Michigan State throughout.
I have Michigan State winning and then getting bounced in the next round.
Okay, yeah.
Because Marquette, I feel like they could go deep this year.
I feel like Marquette could go all the way too.
Yeah, I have them losing to Marquette in the second round.
Yeah, so do
I. Okay. Northwestern versus Boise State.
I think I went Northwestern both times.
I think I went Boise State.
Did you? Interesting.
Yep. Okay.
Did you get a tip from Kenny?
That one I picked on my own, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So hey, this might not be the perfect bracket, but hey. Let's see. Who do you have as your final 4? We'll go off of that.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get on ESPN.
Let me check. Who do I have at my final 4? Oh, I have Houston, UConn, Alabama, and Marquette.
I do have Alabama in one of them. I have them losing early to West Virginia in one of them, which might not even happen because West Virginia is losing by 4 right now. Furman's 27-32 at halftime.
Are they up or down?
You're down by 5. It's pretty good though. Yeah. I know. I thought Virginia would be blowing them out. I'm trying to get to my bracket, but I don't know if I can.
Let's go to the. Do you have the March Madness app downloaded?
No.
Download that. Yeah.
I don't know how to download that.
App Store.
Okay, gotcha. I thought you could have just went to ESPN and then tried to check it, but I guess you can't. I guess that's where it has all the scores.
Let's see,
You
ooh,
said March Madness bracket. I don't want to, Phil. I don't want to log into something else again. I don't know. We'll go by year.
okay. Um, okay,
My bracket or my final fours are mostly made up of. I don't have that many like high seeds in them. You know what I mean?
yeah, I don't think either.
I have twos and ones, more
Yeah,
twos than the ones,
I
but
think my lowest one is UConn at 4.
yeah,
Yeah,
I have a UConn kind of losing halfway. I
yeah.
mean, I could see them going farther, but I have Arizona beating Princeton. I have. Who do you have Iowa over Auburn or what?
Let's see. I think I do. No, I think I have Auburn winning.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let me check. Iowa versus Auburn. What bracket are they in? Oh, I chose Auburn. Yeah, I chose Auburn.
Do you have UCLA going far?
I have UCLA going to. Ooh, yikes! I just got the Edwin Diaz news.
What is it?
Patella tendon, 8 months out.
Fuck. Does he make it back for the World Series?
8 months from now. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. No, he'll be back in November, but he'll be over by then, so I doubt it.
No, the World Series happens in November.
But that was October.
No, it's the majority of the playoffs. That's why they call him Mr. October, and then they call Jeter Mr. November because, yeah.
Yeah, worst case scenario, he'll be back like November. Yeah. Let's see. I have UCLA. I have UCLA losing in the Sweet 16 to Gonzaga.
I'm going for. I have them beating Gonzaga.
Okay. Let's see. Out of everyone, do you have like a special double-digit seed that can make a run? You know, like a Loyola Chicago type of team.
I like Penn State, to be 100% honest with you. I like. I mean, I like Oral Roberts if they could beat Duke. You know what I mean? I like. I don't know. I don't know if I see Princeton or. I think I have Princeton upsetting Arizona once, just because I do see a 2 or 1 seed losing.
Yeah, just cause
within the first 2 rounds, but I could maybe see Princeton doing that because the Ivies actually have a pretty decent league. Alabama, I'm wondering if they have what it takes to go far because they're in. I think a lot of people have them winning, and because they're one of the best teams. I really like Utah State as well.
yeah, I saw some pics about them as well.
I don't really like Colgate. I don't like Northern Kentucky. I like Louisiana at 13. Yeah, other than that, that's really it.
Yeah, if I had to choose, probably maybe Boise State, but hey.
Okay.
Okay, so out of all the number 1 seeds, who do you have getting knocked out first between Kansas, Houston,
Kansas going far in 1,
Purdue, and
Purdue?
Alabama?
I think Purdue might be the first to be upset.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be Purdue or Kansas. Because Kansas have been up and down this year. They won a lot. They also lost some games they shouldn't have lost.
I have Kansas going all the way to really the national championship if they can make it, but I don't know. I don't know if they can. You know what I mean? Like I could totally see them getting knocked off.
Okay. Anything else you want to go over before we move on to?
No, I'm good overall. Yeah.
Okay, but so we're gonna get off the screen. We're gonna do one gotta go. We're gonna do a couple rounds of that, and then we're gonna head to our draft.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna give John some list of best NCAA players of all time and see which one's got to go. So I'm gonna go Jimmer Fredette,
okay,
Steph Curry,
okay,
and Doug McDermott.
Doug McDermott. Sorry,
it's always the third one.
Sorry, Doug. I love you, but
okay. How about this? Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Larry Bird.
Okay.
And Carmelo Anthony.
Jeez.
Historic Syracuse run.
Honestly, Magic. Sorry.
Ooh.
Michigan State. I think they've had a lot of great players come out of there, and I think yes, his time was historical. You know what I mean? He did beat Bird, but I think Also, Larry Bird did way more for his college than Magic Johnson overall did. You know what I mean? Like, I think people still would have went to Michigan State, and I think Carmelo Anthony's Syracuse run in 2000 probably was one of the greatest runs of all time. I don't know. I like Syracuse that much. We went to school by Caz, so
Gotcha.
which is by Syracuse. So I mean, I'm a little biased, but I'd probably get rid of Magic. What about you?
Probably Magic, yeah.
Okay.
Because Bird, I can't say no to Bird. And then Carmelo, obviously the historic Syracuse run. Okay, we got three Duke Blue Devils for you.
Okay.
JJ Redick,
Okay.
Shane Battier,
Okay.
and Christian Laettner.
Shane Battier. I'm gonna keep Christian Laettner. I'm gonna keep JJ Redick because JJ Redick was the Duke's all-time scorer, and Christian Laettner's Duke's all-time hated player. So I mean, they're all times. I think Shane Battier is a great player. I just think he wasn't as important. I mean, he was important, but it was just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't think of him when I think of Duke. You know what I mean?
Okay. How about?
Actually, I do. I do think of Shane Battier. I do like Shane Battier. I just out of those three. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that.
Shane Battier. How about this? Adam Morrison.
Okay.
College career, not NBA career.
College career, absolutely. Yeah.
Let's go with Tyler Hansborough.
Okay.
And as a random ass throw in, let's go. I'm trying to look at something I like. Let's go with. I think a more current one too. What was a NC State player? Not NC State player, but North Carolina player. James Worthy.
Oh, okay, got you. We're gonna go Tyler Hansborough. Gotta go.
Psycho T.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because when John Wall was visiting, he was like, "I'm not gonna talk to the recruit." He didn't talk to him.
Oh damn!
And John Wall was like, "All right, f you, and I'm gonna come play against you next year. I'm gonna go play for Kentucky," and he did, and he played way better than Tyler Hansborough ever played. So Tyler Hansborough, I mean, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe that's just John Wall's side of the story. But from what I heard from John Wall is that he did that, and I think that's messed up. Who doesn't talk to somebody, especially somebody who's like good at basketball?
Okay, so this next one we got the battle of the big men: Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Okay.
And let's go. Do I want to say this player?
You want to say Ewing?
No, that'd be too obvious. And David Robinson.
Damn, I don't know. You said Shaq, David Robinson, or who else?
And Olajuwon.
I mean, I guess in college, Shaq.
Ooh, LSU, yeah.
I mean, LSU, Hack and Shaq became real in college. So, I mean, he didn't work on his free throws, and realistically, that's what he should have done when he was there for 2 to 3 years when they were just hacking him to death. And I don't know. I think if he did that, he probably would have had just as many points as LeBron, or close.
Okay. So we got a couple more, 2 or 3 more. So teams: Tar Heels, Jayhawks, Blue Devils. So Duke, North Carolina, and Kansas.
One's got to go.
Yep.
Duke.
And all their history.
It's
a personal pick.
Duke can shove it. Actually, North Carolina. North Carolina can shove
Tommy
it.
would not like that.
I don't care. I'll tell Tommy's face.
So
North Carolina.
So them and all their players, all their history.
Yep, everybody. Michael Jordan.
Vince
shove it.
Carter.
Don't even care. Vince, bye-bye. Want to know why? Because this year they had a chance to play in the NIL and they didn't even go play. They were like, we're above that. Because they didn't make the tournament.
Yep, they did not.
So, like, no offense, but no one's above that in North Carolina. No one. So, and you know what? Realistically, I should have picked Kansas, but I didn't like how North Carolina didn't go play this year. I think that's messed up. You could have dominated. If you're as good as you say you are, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Phil, what about you? Who are you picking?
Ooh.
I pick Kansas. Are you? But
I'm gonna say
Carolina.
Actually, no. Let me say Kansas because if no Duke, no Jason Tatum. So
Yeah.
okay, so another one. We're gonna go. Hmm.
Although if you said no North Carolina, there'd be no Michael Jordan. So technically, you'd be
Yeah,
right about
fuck
that.
Michael Jordan. No.
You'd be right about the LeBron debate finally.
Okay, so wait, what was that three? It was Duke, Kansas, and North Carolina, right?
Yep.
So we got UCLA,
Uh huh.
Kentucky,
Uh huh.
and Indiana.
Indiana.
Hoosiers.
Yep.
Ah,
Wonder why?
boy.
They had Larry Bird, and they didn't realize how great of a player he was. I mean, if you
I
didn't
don't think he
realize how
realized that
great of a
either.
player he was, what?
I don't think he realized that either. So NBA.
I don't. I mean, I don't understand big schools. You got to take care of people, especially from small towns. I don't know. I mean, I get that he didn't realize that either, but like he took Indiana State or whatever and went all the way to the national championship. You know what I mean? So
Okay. How about this? We're gonna go Ohio State, UConn, and Michigan. That's a big bite.
I just sorry. Ohio State, UConn, and Michigan.
Yep. Nom, nom,
Some
nom.
team's gonna get mad at me, but I'm gonna pick. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna go Ohio State, I guess.
Oh, I was about to say you better not get rid of Ray Allen. I swear to God.
UConn, yeah,
So you choose them.
yeah. Ohio State because of the Fab Five. The Fab Five, honestly.
Okay,
I like Greg Odom though. Back in the day, Ohio State.
gotcha. Last one, Michigan State. We're gonna go Villanova
West Virginia.
and Arizona.
Arizona, they play their players.
There we go. Hey, that's one got to go with me and John. Hey, let's know how you feel about those down below. So, and we have this to end the show, a little draft. NCAA legends. This could be anyone that played in the March Madness tournament. Strictly off of that, we're basing it off of their NCAA career, not NBA, not high school, strictly NCAA only.
Am I going first?
Yeah, I'll let you have the first pick.
Thank you very much.
Are we doing three in honorable mentions or 4 and 2 honorable mentions?
3 and 3.
3 and 3? Okay, but start us off.
All right. I'm gonna start off strong. Larry Bird, Indiana State.
Well, I'll go Magic Johnson, I guess, to counter it.
Okay, nice job.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I really want to pick my favorite player, but
If you won't, I will.
you won't. You don't know my favorite player. All right, I'll go Carmelo Anthony, Syracuse.
Damn.
Get him off the board early.
Let me go Kareem, UCLA.
I like that. No, I don't know. I'm thinking. Can I pick multiple players from the same team?
Yeah.
Let me go Fab Five.
Okay. Let me get Michael Jordan. Easy
I
one.
like Michael Jordan. That's a good one. All right. Now we're into 3 honorable mentions.
Yep.
All right. Someone I would have took with my first round pick, but I don't even think Phil knows who this player is Deshaun Butler from West Virginia.
Deshaun Butler. He sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was the guy who beat John Wall in the NCAA tournament, and then he hurt himself at the end of the game. Bro, I'm still crying.
Let me get Patrick Ewing, Georgetown.
That's a good pick. Let me get. Damn, that's hard. Let me get Ralph Sampson, Virginia.
Oh.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, he's a former Rocket center. I know
Yeah,
that.
he's a mammoth of a player. He had an amazing college career.
Let me go Tim Duncan, Wake Forest.
I like that. I like that move. Let me go Jimmer Fredette, BYU.
Damn it! That's my last pick.
Closing it out with some Jimmer magic. I don't
Well,
know if anybody knows about Jimmer Fredette, but he's a shooting guard from upstate, let's say southern New York.
I was gonna close with that. Damn.
Yeah, he's a great player. He shot the lights out. You gotta love Jimmer. He should have had an NBA career, but the NBA is cruel.
You know what? Just to end it off, let me go Stephen Curry, Davidson.
That's nice. That's a good pick.
Damn. Well, hey, that was. Do you want to go more, or are we done with that?
What do you mean one more?
Like 2 more picks?
All right. Yeah, I can go one more pick each.
Okay.
Let me go. I don't know. This is hard. This is like.
Can I say mine? Because I know you won't say mine.
I'm gonna go JJ Redick, Duke.
Oh, I will stay in the Duke category. RJ Jason Tatum.
Okay.
We go Jason Tatum, Duke.
Who had a better career though? At Duke.
Out of those 2?
Yeah.
Probably RJ. But who's winning more now? Jason Tatum.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
So, with that being said, that's our NCAA March Madness Players Draft. And make sure you check out all our other drafts down below in the podcast segments playlist. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next draft/podcast. Deuces. Okay, so hey, this is the first time we're doing the podcast at 12 p.m. 1 p.m. So
yeah.
John literally called me up like an hour or 2 ago, saying, "Hey, I have nothing to do. I probably will be asleep at nighttime. You want to do it now?"
Yeah, sorry.
You've been unavailable from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m.
I know, bro. I've been wild. It's been wild. My sleep schedule is so messed up. I basically stayed up most of last night. So like I try to go to bed around like 10 to try to wake up by like 5 to 8 or Oof. 5 to 6 because I don't know. I want to get a better routine, but I keep effing that up and taking naps. So like I'll take a nap, be up for 8 hours, take a nap, be up for 8 hours. Like it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, sleep schedules are very tough.
Yeah,
but I mean that's a good idea because I think a lot of people need to. I not me personally, but 5 or 6 is 6 o'clock is definitely a good time to wake up to get stuff done. And
yeah,
everyone has busy days, including yourself because you're a photographer and all that stuff. So, hey.
And I'm thinking about waking up with the light sooner, like waking up an hour or 2 before the light starts, and then going to take pictures, start the day, and then maybe do other stuff. But yeah, bro, it's been pretty productive. But it's also been a good show. So I'm happy you were available.
Yep, day off. So you chose a great day.
Yeah. And on top of it, I mean, we can then spend the rest of the day betting and watching the NCAA tournament. You know what I mean?
And
so
basketball and hockey on tonight as well. So just in case it doesn't go well with NCAA, we had our reliable.
And tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, so it's the luck of the Irish, all right?
So, any last words before I go?
Aaron Rodgers, I really hope to see you in a Jets uniform, whether it's number 12 or any other number you'd like. I can't wait to go see you, buddy. Excited to see it. And I really enjoyed the Pat McAfee show, if anyone's out there.
Right. For me, Aaron Rodgers, worst case scenario, you can always go to Jeopardy. I know that they'll accept you with open arms. So, hey, if Green Bay decides to hold out, just retire. You don't have to wait a year or your contract to go to New York. Just enjoy retirement and go to
Phil,
Jeopardy.
I never asked you what this means for you as a Patriots fan. How do you feel about it?
I mean, he'll lose. He lost to the Patriots as a Green Bay Packer. He'll lose to him as a Jet. Simple.
Are you sure? I don't know about that.
Hey, only time will tell.
Okay, time will tell.
Even if he gets there. If he gets there. So
if he gets there, yeah.
With that being said, hey, shout out to John for making this happen. Develop that habit. Once you start doing it more and more, it'll become a lot easier. Trust me. That's what a lot of things. So with that being said, Thursdays are pretty much our new recording day until football starts up again. Since Thursday night football and stuff like that. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like all our stuff. Check out our social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. The TikTok has been loaded with funny videos and clips from the show, so make sure to tune into that as well. Check out all our.
See Elijah's reaction to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah, he's working on that right now for TikTok, so tune into that. Check out all our audio stuff down below. You could read it throughout the whole show: Spotify, YouTube, etc., Anchor. So with that being said, from me and John, We'll see you guys next week, and we are officially out. Deuces.